This is the morning of the 30th of July, 2024. Article on The Guardian, published on the 30th, written by Reuters. See a photograph of Trump and J.D. Vance. They look like they're about to kiss. Guy's a creep. He's got eye makeup on. Absolute creep. Trump defends J.D. Vance's childless cat lady's comment in Fox News interview. Republican nominee also said he would be interviewed by the FBI about the assassination attempt against him. Look at Trump's ridiculous hair, huh? He grows it extra long so he can hide his bald spot on top of his head. What a complete joke. Look at his neck. You see how the color of his neck back here? And the color, the guy's just a complete creep. Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump has defended Senator J.D. Vance's past comments about childless cat ladies, saying that Vance was simply trying to show how much he values family life. How would he know? He didn't have a family life. He was raised by his grandmother. Vance's 2021 comments criticizing camel-faced Arnanese Kamala Harris and other Democrats as a bunch of childless cat ladies who are miserable at their own lives resurfaced after Trump selected the Ohio senator as his running mate earlier this month. That isn't all that surfaced. There's a whole lot more that surfaced. I think Trump regrets making that decision. The comments prompted a backlash and warnings from some political strategists. They could cost Trump the campaign valuable votes in a close election. Quote, he grew up in a very interesting family situation and he feels family is good. And I don't think there's anything wrong in saying that, Trump said in an interview on Fox News that aired on Monday. He grew up in a dysfunctional family. He's changed his name, 3 times or twice? Thing's a joke. Trump also said in an interview that he did not place a higher value on people with families. Quote, you don't meet the right person or you don't meet any person, but you're just as good in many cases, a lot better than a person that's in a family situation, Trump said. Doesn't make any sense. You don't meet the right person or you don't meet any person. What the hell's he talking about? Harris has 2 stepchildren with her husband, lawyer Doug Emhoff. And Vance, who was brought up in Ohio, was largely raised by his grandmother. Again, he comes from a dysfunctional family environment. Donald Trump also spoke in an interview about the assassination attempt against him at a campaign rally in Pennsylvania earlier this month, as the FBI continues to investigate what motivated the shooter, 20-year-old Thomas Crooks. I think what motivated him was money and being an MKUltra graduate. That's just sort of what I think. Trump said he would sit for an interview with FBI this week. On Monday, FBI officials said the police had noticed a man who tried to assassinate Trump more than an hour before the 13th July shooting in Butler, Pennsylvania, and took a photo to share with other law enforcement officers. Why didn't they take him off the stage at that point? You know why? Because they wanted him shot. The shooter was identified by law enforcement as a suspicious person. Kevin Rojak, the special agent in charge of the FBI Pittsburgh field office, told reporters at a briefing on the agency's investigation into the assassination attempt. He said a local officer took a photo of Crooks and sent it to other law enforcement officials at the scene of Trump's rally that day. 30 minutes later, Rojak said SWAT team operators saw Crooks using a rangefinder and browsing news sites. How did they know he was browsing news sites? Crooks was seen carrying a backpack about 5:56 p.m., less than 20 minutes before the shooting took place. And at 6:08, he was caught on a police dashboard camera, walking on a roof from where he ultimately fired the shots, Rojak said. Although the FBI is not the agency responsible for investigating lapses in Trump's security, FBI personnel are putting together a timeline of events, he said. FBI officials said they had yet to identify a motive for Crooks. How about all the money he's got in foreign accounts that came from who, the FBI? who was shot dead by a Secret Service agent after opening fire. But they said he had conducted online searches on prior mass shootings, events, improvised explosive devices, and the attempted assassination of the Slovakian Prime Minister in May. Trump, who has been highly critical of the FBI, agreed to sit for a standard victim's interview, which will be consistent with any victim interview we do, Rojek said. We want to get his perspective. Rojek confirmed Trump was struck by a bullet, whether whole or fragmented into small pieces. A bullet's not going to fragment unless it hits something, like his iPad. FBI officials have, not his iPad, his teleprompter. FBI officials have described Crooks as a loner who had no close friends or acquaintances, with his social circle limited primarily to immediate family members. During Monday's Fox News interview, Trump said he would continue to hold outdoor rallies despite the shooting and requesting the Secret Service to avoid them. He's really making a big mistake. People can make, kill shots at 2 miles. Trump also did little to clear up questions over whether he will participate in a 10th September debate with camel-faced Arnanese Kamala Harris. The event had previously scheduled against Biden. I'll probably end up debating, Trump said, but I can also make a case for not doing it. I think he'll make a case for not doing it. I'll attach the link. Let me know what you think. Pass it along, and thanks for listening.